Congratulations on selling your house, but has anyone told you how much it really costs? Selling your house can be really stressful between the packing, the moving, and the new surroundings, but you know what's even more stressful? Not knowing how much this is going to cost you. Hi, I'm Sherri Mills with Michael Saunders Company, and on today's episode of Live to Give, we're going to talk about exactly how much it's going to cost to sell your house today. When you know what your selling costs are up front, you'll have the upper hand in negotiating because you'll know exactly the number you're going to walk away with. The most important thing is not what your house sells for, but what number you walk away with. So let's go over the specific fees. The typical one is title fees. Every transaction has title fees incorporated in it. But here in Sarasota, it's typical that the buyer pays for those title fees, which is important for you to know to make sure when you negotiate the contract and the terms, that is on the buyer's side of the expense sheet, not on yours. Typically, this fee would run anywhere from $1,200 all the way up to $5,000. So it's important to make sure you negotiate this fee up front. So another fee that's associated with real estate is a survey fee. Well, here in Sarasota, the buyer typically pays for the survey fee, but you want to make sure that is covered during negotiations. So the survey fees typically run between $400 and $500. And if you're not familiar with what a survey is, it's a legal drawing and description of exactly what you're buying, the land and the property on it. So now let's talk about the specific costs that you'll see on your closing statement that are going to be deducted from your sales price. The first is the real estate tax prorations. In the state of Florida, we pay our taxes in arrears. And what this means is we pay the year after we lived in the property. So for the year 2020, we'll be paying our taxes for the year 2019. So as a seller, what you need to know is that on that closing statement, you will be charged your taxes for the time that you lived in the property until that sales date. So what this means is if you close on July 1st, you'll be charged the daily taxable rate from January 1st to July 1st, and that amount will show up on your closing statement. The next thing you'll see on your closing statement is the real estate doc stamps. What does this mean? Well, the state of Florida, every time property is transferred from buyer to seller, the seller is charged 70 cents on every $1,000. So for $1 million property, it's approximately $7,000. So another charge that you'll see on the closing statement is the payoff for your mortgage. This is the time where your mortgage will be paid off before it's transferred to the buyer, so that amount will be deducted from the net. The last cost you'll have as a seller is real estate commission. If you choose to hire a real estate agent, you'll be paying a percent of the sales price, and that commission will be split between the buyer's agent, the listing agent, and their brokerage firms. I hope you found this video helpful, and now you have a better understanding of what some overview seller costs are, but I will say that every property is slightly different. So if you'd like your own net sheet, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to email to you. And remember, the most important number isn't the sales price, it's the amount of money in your pocket on closing day. Thanks for watching another episode of Live to Give. I'm Sherri Mills with Michael Saunders Company. And remember, as Winston Churchill once said, you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give.